be proud and be proud of your school, St. Elizabeth Girls Secondary School. You should be proud. Speak well about it. Promote it. Then tomorrow, if you get children, tell them, girls, the only school I know that can bring you up should be St. Elizabeth Girls. The name itself is so beautiful. Beautiful Elizabeth. Did you know? Yes. Elizabeth. That is the house of God. The house of God. House of God. So you are in the house of God. House of God. So you have a special favor in the house of God. Being formed, being taught in the house of God. And the gospel likewise ends in a very powerful and comforting manner. With God, nothing is impossible. I think those are the words that we want to hear as we approach the examinations. With God, nothing is impossible. Doesn't that sound good and beautiful? Yes, with God, nothing is impossible. So even the examinations are possible. With God, nothing is impossible. And this is made so by the power of the Holy Spirit. That which seemed impossible to the Blessed Virgin Mary became impossible, became possible. So with God, through the power of the Holy Spirit, all things are possible. So as long as you cooperate with God, as long as you do your part, as long as you do your very best, what God waits for is your contribution. Have you done your part?
Yes.
Have the parents done their part?
Yes.
Have the teachers done their part?
Yes.
Now with God, nothing is
impossible.
Nothing is impossible. So be assured of passing with flying colors. As long as you have done your part and you are ready to continue to offer your very best. St. Augustine says, without God, we cannot. Without God, we cannot. Without us, God will not. Is that clear?
Yes.
Without God, we cannot. Without us, God will not. God will not. God will not. Without God, we cannot. Without us, God will not. To be very clear. Without God, we cannot. Without us, God will not. God will not. So your contribution, your effort is required for miracles to happen. So that we can say great things happen when
God is with us.
aha. You see, that is when great things happen. There must be that encounter. You see, great things happen. Jesus was born because Mary cooperated. Because Mary said, yes, let your word be done. Let your will be done. Let all that you have said be done. So your contribution matters. And it must be your very best. It must be your very best. God must always be given the best. Don't do the minimum and then expect miracles. Do and offer the very best. Offer the very best. Then the rest, leave it to God. Leave it to God. If you have done your very best, if the teachers have done their very best, and the parents have done their very best, then now you can expect miracles. God will do the rest. So your contribution is paramount. Your effort is required. Even for our salvation. Even for our salvation. Again, St. Augustine says, he who created you without you will not save you without you. You see? He who created you without you will not save you without you. So you must be there. Your contribution is needed. Your contribution is required for salvation to take place. You must make an effort. We need to contribute, play our role. So there is no magic in a miracle. There is no magic in success. Your effort is required. So as we come to pray and bless you, remember we bless what is there. God blesses what is there, not so? Yes. God must bless only what is there. God does not bless what is not there. So if you have nothing in your head, it will remain hollow. Isn't it? Esali abuluku koni pape kolajare anati kwa nangine parete epone dole silo roja sala iliko takiro after the bishop's blessing. Just sala iliko ni nepene after the bishop's blessing. Esirido. Mamdesi. Tell you like kotojo poka nginado. Don't you know that we're blessed by the bishop? Yeah? Isn't it? But you should be proud because you performed well. But I'm sure if you don't perform well, you will not even want to be associated with the bishop's blessing. And I don't blaming the school always. Mama somero mami koni ayi. Mami shena kino. Alright, Joe, yes, Mama Wiswama. Oh, why could? Your Mama Wiswama, why could? So do your part and then leave the rest to God. If you have done your part, and the teachers have done their part, your parents have done their part, we can say relax. Do what? Relax. Success is assured. It's a sure deal because now God is coming to crown it. God is going to crown it. And He's going to crown it with success. He's going to crown it with His blessing. And when God says yes, then anybody can say no? No. No one can say no. And God is always willing to say yes. He's always willing to say yes. In fact, He already said yes. By the very time you stepped here, He said already yes. Yes. The very moment you stepped at that gate, God already said yes. The very moment, the first time you stepped that classroom, God already said yes. The very first time the first teacher here came to class, God already said yes. Yes. So the rest is you. The rest is now yours. Have you already been saying yes also, or you have not been saying yes? If you have been saying at times yes, you will reap according to the way you have sown. So if you have sown generously, you will also reap generously. Remember also that you are coming to the end. The examination, national examinations bring you to the end of some stage. Those at all level. You are crossing the ordinary level. The ordinary, isn't it? So you have been an ordinary student, just ordinary. Yeah? They have been what? Ordinary. No, I'm sure you have been longing to cross over to become. You should cross now and become advanced students. A level, advanced level, from ordinary level to. So the question should be, how should I crown this stage? How should I conclude this stage? Because they say the end crowns the work. The end crowns the work, concludes the work. The end is what the people are after. How have you concluded? I'm sure you might have seen in some of those old houses, the way some people want to crown their stay here. By putting their remember. On the walls they are writing. Some even go to the toilets and put remember. How people they are going there to remember you? Think that's the best way to be remembered. So how should you be remembered? What legacy are you leaving behind? How should you be remembered? The end crowns the work. So it means you need to work hard so that you remain in the history of this school among the achievers. Among the achievers. Among the achievers. Among told the achievers, you should come back tomorrow. Some time back, I told the students, I said, I hear nowadays they are not going to talk about distinction, isn't it? Something like A or whatever, and so on and so on. So I said, those of you get like those days passes or whatever, I think your results should be given at the gate there. You don't even pop your nose here because you might bring again bad omen. Even if you don't rakona makesi na ina ni jakai. Show my ni joke gate, na tetere ambo jia uni moye na rono ni ne.